Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey now. Don't dream it's over. Hey everybody, it's LARP Wars. What's up? And today we're going to be talking about our friend Roosevelt Media and his attributions to how he feels about the QAnon expose. So, good old DeFango kicked off into high gear last night asking Unirock, Unirach, and Roosevelt Media how they felt about the elephant in the room being Thomas Schoenberger, and the fact that they basically have been trying to debunk this QAnon expose for a while. Vertical 7 says that Unirock and Unirock, Unirach, and the rest of them are TS plants or part of the TS gang. And Roosevelt makes it really clear that he's focused on exposing QAnon, but he doesn't care who started Q because that doesn't matter, apparently. Which I thought was really strange. I mean, if you wanted to get rid of Q, and Q was a LARP, and DeFango came up with a LARP, got some LARPers to work on it, that seems to be like the best way of exposing the LARP, but I don't know. For some reason, he keeps calling it drama, and I'm like, DeFango's like, you haven't really been doing a good job at it, and if you want to expose QAnon correctly, you're doing it all wrong. As a creator who told you about all this months ago, I haven't been wrong. So it's like, what's your goal here? What outcome would you like? Would you like to take this in effort? Would you like to end it to me today? And I was like, well, my goal in the first place was shutting this thing down. Isn't that why I exposed this to all of you? Isn't that why we told you all this shit? And he was like, cool, but what you want me to do in order to stop the attacks? And I'm like, attacks? What attacks, bro? You guys started the attacks. You guys were in league with the biggest problem child in the expose and the QAnon movement. Why are you trying so hard to debunk the Catcher JB microchip logs? And, you know, what about the Jack Posobiec expose? You're saying that Jack Posobiec isn't an upstanding individual? You're saying that OAN didn't do enough due diligence on the information when they shared it out there and it's wrong, so you don't believe it? I mean, what? He says he's not in league with anybody, but I'm my own in person. I will follow anyone. I will do anyone. Are you saying that you will stop attacking me if you believe JB microchip started Q? Will that be the diversion here? No. Nobody was ever attacking you, Roosevelt. I was saying very clearly that you know what the story is, and for some reason you're like, oh, well, I don't want to believe that microchip and JB, the guys that have all the things out there, were the ones that actually did it. Notice how they don't ever want to give DeFango credit for his creation story, even though the two people that are involved with that actually agree with it, and even Jack P's like, yeah, okay, we'll give him that. So it's weird how this keeps happening. They've been making videos since like 2 months ago debunking the QAnon evidence, or the QAnon expose by microchip, JB, and fucking Jack Posobiec. So, he wanted links. We provided links to both of his YouTube videos where he's like, oh, well, that's Unirock's information saying that the logs are fake. I'm not saying that the logs are fake. I'm just supporting the evidence by posting it on my channel. But don't worry, we're not working together and we're not in lead together. I'm just his moderator, and this is just how we go. So the more that we go into this thing, the more you can see that this guy's like, okay, well, these are disagreements with Unirock. And I'm like, I don't really know if this is an actual disagreement with Unirock. So it says, who started Q is the only way to end Q. If it's a LARP from the beginning, it's a LARP from the fake. It says, only people with little knowledge of tech will take these arguments, like in these kinds of mental gymnastics, to defend a broken point. You won't do the real work, which is right. You know, we provide him with both of the videos that they never tried to debunk, that show fucking clearly all the apps and everything working. They won't want to debunk that. They just want to move the goalposts or say, you have repeatedly, you said you've no idea what happened with Q after you started. If discussions leading behind Q, then do us a video with evidence showing us Q. Roosevelt, we've already done all the videos with evidence and all that stuff. It's like you misrepresent everything that we do out here for some reason, buddy. And why would you want to do that? Because continuing this is not helping the cause, because Lee Stranahan warned Jack P from the start that trying to prove Q would only derail the entire effort. This needs to stop. You're right. We proved who Q was, and We proved to Cuba so we could debunk it, and the effort was going fine until guys like Roosevelt Media and Unirock started trying to debunk that effort. So you guys are like a self-fulfilling prophecy in your own situation here. So why does Roosevelt want to know about this stuff? We ask very, very direct questions. He won't investigate the evidence. He just asks for, oh, well, if Microchip really wants to debunk the logs, he needs to do live stream evidence now. It needs to be live streamed in order for us to believe that the logs are real, because the videos that you took from an iOS device where it shows all the metadata from an iOS device and, actual exculpatory data that would, identify the person who uploaded it, yeah, that's apparently not enough. But, a live stream video, that's enough. And it's not like you can't go onto a live stream video and it's not like you can just play a video through a live stream or anything and fake it that way, okay? Because obviously in moving goalpost land and waffling, that's what we're doing right now. So basically, I've investigated your claims, man. Those claims made by Jack Peak. And guess what? I say the evidence is insufficient, so I'm just going to keep saying that you guys trying to debunk QAnon is not good enough for me, and we're going to do it our way because we think we can do it better. Do you see what's happening here? Roosevelt Media and the rest of these guys don't actually want to take down QAnon. And the question is, why? Why don't they want to take down QAnon? And I think it's always the simple fact that these guys have been in league with the Schoenberger since the very beginning, and the Schoenberger is aligned with Unirock, so they're not going to attack the Schoenberger. Why would they even try to debunk the Jack P evidence in the first place? Isn't it because Jack P mentioned Thomas Schoenberger and said, oh yeah, he's one of the people that's involved that I hear all about? Huh. Roosevelt, you're aligned with these guys. If you really wanted to debunk QAnon, you'd be helping us out. Unirock would be helping us out. We'd be debunking QAnon. You guys wouldn't have created all this drama and nonsense. You keep saying that we're attacking people. I'm not attacking people. I'm asking you the hard question as to why you keep pushing this forward, why you're in league with these people, and you're saying, well, show evidence. Well, we have shown the evidence. The fact that you won't agree with this thing, the fact that you're saying that, oh, this evidence is for you, even though it's enough for somebody with a bunch more experience than you and actual reputable news sources, not just some guy on YouTube. This is about exposing the people behind the QAnon fraud, and right now Unirock and Roosevelt and UniRach are helping the QAnon fraudsters by not exposing or by not defending the information that was already put forward and shown that this is how it happened. This is how it started. It's hard to trust. It's hard to trust this shit. It's hard to trust any of that stuff. But the thing is Roosevelt and Unirock want you to believe their video live stream evidence, even though we were the ones that were doing the video live stream evidence that proves everything that we have to say from the very beginning, from the start. And they have never, ever taken the time to actually go over that evidence because they have a vested interest in making sure that they don't. Because, why? Well, you know why. The big O showing easy. What's it called? Hog Belly himself. Mr. Thomas Schoenberger. That's what it's all about. Anyways, bye-bye now.